Look, even if I had a video camera, you wouldn't sit here and look at me while I talk about wrestling. Let's not even pretend you're going to do that and not just tab to a different tab in your Internet Explorer or whatever. So rather than you staring at a screen with nothing on it, I am going to suggest a list of games you can play while you listen to this, let's face it, one-man podcast about the best wrestling event of 2015. First off, I'm not going to talk about the matches that everybody has ignored at large, because who gives a fuck, right? There was something with Miz or whatever. No. The one thing that was of note in the Royal Rumble that wasn't the excellent Royal Rumble match, all of you people are fucking stupid for thinking it was garbage, was the world title match in which, for shame on Seth Rollins, really, I don't know how he's not suspended yet. He had the audacity to injure our reigning world heavyweight champion. Think about it. This man he is a bane on the company right now. I mean, can you imagine if the champion's injured as he is now and not being able to appear on television every week? I mean, my God, what is he supposed to do? Sit at home and not appear on TV for months at a time while he heals from injury? I mean, that's almost as if he doesn't appear on television. Anyway, Seth Rollins then decided that Seth Rollins was not good enough to win the match and decided to revert to Tyler Black and do a 450 corkscrew splash, which, good on you, that still failed. I guess garbage booking can transcend characters in kayfabe. On to the Rumble. First of all, I would like to congratulate Curtis Axel for being the man who has lasted the longest in any Royal Rumble match in history, clocking in at above 2.5 days. Your dream is real, brother. Just wait until Roman Reigns gets over the top rope. Many people are complaining that the beginning of the Rumble match featured two people you do not care about and could not care less about. I mean, last year we had CM Punk and whoever. Then in 2013 we had somebody. Then I think in 2011 there was CM Punk and somebody else. All of those were meaningless and pale in comparison to the genius booking that was the beginning of this Royal Rumble match. The Miz and what seemed to be R-Truth. But as you can see from the number 3 entrant, that is totally not R-Truth. That's R-Von Truth. Duh. Idiots. All of that becomes immediately apparent if you look at the next entrant in the Rumble. Kayfabe. The excellent mid-carder, Bubba Ray Dudley, who has not changed his appearance and has not gone to any other promotion ever. He just sort of was in cryogenic stasis up until now. Yep. He then proceeded to do all his tag team moves with the nearest black guy, who was an immediate substitute for Devon Dudley. Remember, people, black people share a hive mind. The WWE wants you to know that, so you're better prepared for them in the real world. Then Bubba asked R-Von Truth where the table's at, then proceeded to start his own tables chant, asking for tables. There were no tables. What followed was the beginning of Curtis Axel's legendary non-elimination streak and the teased reunion of the Wyatt family. But Eric Rowan, one of those interchangeable idiots, Crazy Eyes man, decided to be polite and lean against the ropes and ask his brethren to dump me. Yep, very, very polite on his part. Good old Luke Harper. What preceded was a lengthy elimination streak by Bray Wyatt, eliminating such tough and challenging opponents such as the Boogeyman and Sin Cara. Sin Cara. He then proceeded to sit in the middle of the ring and taunt anybody in the back, anybody, to come and challenge his rule over the ring. And boy, did they deliver, because from the back came none other than the returning Zack Ryder. You know it. Zack Ryder's potential was then utilized to the fullest, as he managed to deliver every one of his signature moves to his opponent, and as with every Zack Ryder match, his opponent, having higher card superpowers, managed to dump him out of the ring. Beautiful execution. Thank you, WWE. Then some bearded idiot came and went. The crowd never got over it for some reason. I don't even know why you care about that, considering the important part came next. When every person you should care about, that's why the company brought them out, you should care about them, you don't, you're wrong, because you're dumb, came out and then formed a very comprehensive, cohesive, and very entertaining pile of large man bodies in the ring that did nothing but sort of choke each other for a couple of minutes. That's entertainment. That's what realistically would happen in a battle royale like this. That's what you want. You want more realism in your wrestling. They're doing it. I don't know why you're not noticing it. I don't even know why you didn't like this event. Interesting parts of that wasteland of, I mean, cavalcade of interesting faces was when, for example, Kofi Kingston's spot came out. I mean, Adam Rose. Whoops. Right after that came fan favorite Roman Reigns, who for some reason the audio bugged and I thought they were jeering him. It was bugged for the whole pay per view, basically. It was very bizarro. It's Bizarro World. You know, Philly, their bizarro chants. Thank God I trust JBL. The genius booking continued by them not advancing Miz and Mizdow's storyline at all. The finish to the Royal Rumble was again perfectly executed. Here's why. They got all of these smart choices out of the way, like Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose, just to show you that you really didn't know what you wanted for WrestleMania. No, Roman Reigns winning is a very smart and calculated move on their part, and the writing's on the wall, really. Anybody could have noticed it, nobody did, because again, you don't know what you want. And you're very stupid. Think about it. Bubba Ray Dudley came back earlier in the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, and then The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, comes out and holds his hand. Bubba Ray Dudley, Romy Ray, D. Wayne, they're just bringing together the Dudley boys in the form of The Rock and Roman Reigns. They're like ethnic Dudley boys. Duh. And then some of your stupid smart choices or whatever are gonna go and have a terrible match at WrestleMania at one of the best wrestlers in the world. Whatever you want. I would have preferred for Roman Reigns to just win cleanly, but if they're gonna go with this tag team storyline, that is completely fine by me. Overall, this Royal Rumble was an insanely good, worth the money package of riveting content and genius booking.